Hey everyone, it's Joe with Blakesley Acres. Figured I'd get on and show you guys what I'm doing. Got a little project. I'm going to be moving my new boar pig that I bought last weekend up here by the girls just to get them out. I have them in my hoop house right now for temporary because it was kind of cold up, and now it's, look at it, it's starting to turn. I'm going to try getting a small 16 by 16 pen put up here for them so they can get next to the girls and start getting acquainted. One of the gilts I'd like to get bred back, the one that lost her piglets Christmas Eve day, that she's right, well, she's a sow now, I guess, technically, but she's needing to be bred back. Piglets are getting big. They are actually running loose because they can jump right through the cattle panels and run underneath the wire and stuff. They're fine though, they're not causing any trouble yet. But they're having a heyday. And the boar pig, I haven't shown you guys yet. He's in there peeking out. Yeah, so we're going to try getting him moved so you guys can get a better look at him. He's supposed to be half Berkshire, half Duroc. So I'm excited to see what he produces with these two sows of mine. They are supposed to be Berkshire Mangalitsa, but I'm thinking that they got a little bit of Hampshire in them too, since half all the male piglets came out with bands on them like Hampshire pigs. So, but piglets are doing good. They're looking good. Still haven't castrated them yet, but they're still small enough. I think shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, stay tuned and I'll show you as I keep working. I'm going to attach it right to the end of this paddock right here. Come out with 3 panels for him, I think. I just moved all that brush out of this pile here. So, yeah. They're coming over here to check things out now. There's 2 gilts and 5 boars. Hey, biggies. Two solid ones are gilts. That orange one, and then there's a solid black one. That's a pretty nice looking boar right there. And the darker red one that's over in the pen with his mom now, it's pretty nice looking. And that big black and white one, he's nice looking. They're all nice looking piglets actually for being mixed mutts. That's a nice little gilt right there. And yeah, growing good. So I wanted to show you guys this boar pig. I ended up getting a little shelter thrown together and pen built for him, and got him moved up here by the girls. So wanted to actually get you guys to see him. So yeah, the piglets are jumping through the fence with him, but he's actually not bullying them at all, which I was surprised. I was kind of worried about that. He doesn't really care that they're there. So he's a real nice looking boar. Pretty excited to see his offspring with these 2 sows. Piglets are getting big, and they're munching down with their moms. This little solid, those 2 solid ones are the gilts. The rest of these are all boars. I haven't named them yet. I'm sure my kids will come up with something though. But yeah, the laying hens are slowly starting to pick back up production. Gonna start breeding meat rabbits here soon too. Hopefully start doing that this week possibly. But small mixed flock here. It's some amber link hens. I'm not quite sure what the rooster is. I'm thinking that he's a Bielefelder, if that's how you pronounce it, cross at least. And then these bigger hens are actually Freedom Ranger hens I kept back from my batch of meat chickens last year, just to mess around with, hopefully hatching some eggs and see what I get. More so let the kids hatch some eggs and experiment. I figured, what the heck, why not hatch some half meat chickens? And I'll still be ordering some. I actually got the order put in already for mine and my boss's first batch of meat chickens for the end of May. I've done them at the beginning of May, but here in Western New York it's always up and down. We've had snow in the middle of May and kind of puts a damper on getting them out in the chicken tractors. So I'd rather not face that if I can get them at the very end of May. And 2-3 weeks, middle of June, we're usually golden on weather. Get them out in the chicken tractors. I got some more to build, but I bought these ones here used. They work fine. And this one and one I'm using for the pig shelter right now last year. Built those last year. They each held 50, but man, they're heavy. So I'm hoping to build some more of them lighter ones this year and get them moving around. And I'm hoping to get them out in that pasture out there this year and get those brush piles removed, burned, or chipped. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I'm hoping to get them out there farther. I did this whole section through here last year with the chickens and made a huge improvement in the grass quality in just a couple rotations. So, and it was pretty dry last summer, so I'm excited to see how it turns out this year. I got some divots and holes to fix that were here, but all this pasture was just overgrown brush and goldenrod when we bought it 2 summers ago. This summer will be 2 years. I spent the first year pretty much clearing land, and last year started rebuilding fences and getting animals back on the land. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys a little view of the new boar, and the piglets are doing really well, so keep you guys updated on them. I was real worried after losing that first batch. I was going to lose the second batch, being my first year breeding pigs. So but it's working out. They're growing really good, and hopefully get them castrated soon so I was kind of back and forth on raising these ones out for meat this year, because last year I couldn't find any feeders at all. I ended up driving 4 hours for not these 2 gilts, but the other ones that I butchered. I ended up driving 4 hours to get them. And these piglets' dad came with that group. He was half Idaho pasture pig and half Mangalitsa, and there was 3 gilts that came with him out of the same litter. And then I also bought 2 old spot Mangalitsa cross gilts as feeders. And I've seen a lot of stuff on Mangalitsas over the years. I was excited to try them, but I'm not gonna lie, I was very disappointed. After raising them and doing more research throughout the summer and fall last year, I realized that Mangalitas take 18 to 24 months to grow out, and that probably was part of it. But for the fat that I got off them in the very small chops, maybe I'll dig some out and show you guys at some point. I did save on feed and having them out in the pasture and stuff, but I just was not impressed. The old spot Mangalitsas were 130 pounds at almost a year old. It just didn't seem worth it to me. If I want to raise something for 18, 24 months, I'll stick with my cattle. A lot of people have great luck with them, and that's what they want to do. That's great. but I'm going to try outcross them a little bit and get a little bit faster growth rate. For me, the pork is it's got to bring money in, and I can't wait that long to turn around and feed them through. Our winters get pretty harsh here and back and forth. So yeah, I don't see it being feasible for me right now to raise them and be able to feed them through the winter and try to keep their weight on and grow them out that way. So I need to find something that's going to grow out before winter hits, and I can butcher them, get rid of them, just keep my breeding stock through the winter. So yeah, that's what my goals are right now. That's what my goal is with this Berkshire Duroc boar. I'm hoping to not sacrifice the meat quality from the Mangalitzes, but get a little bit faster growth rate with him. So that's the plan right now. Yeah, he's determined already that he's gonna put that one sow back into heat. He's been trying after. I think he might get the job done now, but I just don't want her bred back right yet. I might breed them both back after these piglets are weaned, just to get them on a cycle. But at this moment, I don't have a good way of getting everybody separated. Obviously, you can see the piglets jumping through and everything else. Once they get big enough and they get out in their own pasture, I'll move him right over with the girls and get back on a regular breeding schedule. So yeah, thanks for following along, and like, subscribe, share, comment if you want, and any ideas, tips that I might be missing that you guys want to share with other viewers, feel free, comment. That's what this channel is all about. But yeah, see you in the next one.